Hello my fellow anti-opponent fighters, and welcome back for more of The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. I know how to get the Hyrule Castle, I'm right freaking there. Anyway, today we're gonna actually find the Elemental Sanctuary and progress with the plot for at least like 5 minutes. After that we're going right back into side questing. Because there is a little ton of side quests to open up right after this story trigger. In fact, the guide even says, alright, this is the end of, like, say, Arc 1, which is where they will close off a specific batch of kinstones, namely this one. No, not this. Yes, I can actually fuse with this guy. In one of my personal playthroughs, I actually didn't have the kinstone to fuse with the guy, and I kind of lost the chance to do it, so oops. Yeah, so at least have a fusion there. Because Hyrule Castle, spoiler alert, is actually locked off after a specific point in the game. So if you don't get these fusions out of the way, and gosh dang. Sorry Porto, sorry. Oops. You've returned, Konis. Welcome. Did you gather the elements? What? A sanctuary, you say? Well, I've heard of no such thing in my castle. Well, you're a lot of help. Surely you're a lot of help. I'm gonna play the boomerang. I mean, really, the boomerang is kind of like worthless. Because again, the magic boomerang is much better, and I believe you can get it at a much lower cost compared to paying 300 freaking rupees for it. But I like having the boomerang early, and it does help for moblins. I mean, you don't really need the boomerang per se for moblins. It's just, I feel at ease with it. Konis, look, see how that doorway glows? Could that be the door that leads to the sanctuary? Nobody in the castle seems to be able to see it but you and me. Let's go, quickly. Yeah, sure, Ezlo. Why not? Music here is pretty sweet. Pretty dang sweet. So this is the Elemental Sanctuary. What is in development, it was supposed to be its own dungeon, but it got cut out. This game, just like Wind Waker before it, had a lot of its stuff cut out during its development, which is kind of why people say Minish Cap is a short game. Unless you're going for all kinstones. So, this is the Elemental Sanctuary then. This is where we can infuse your blade with the power of the elements. Yes, there seems to be a pedestal for your sword right in the middle there. And sure enough, infuse the sword and we get some epic cutscene stuff. I'm not gonna lie, this cutscene really looks pretty dang sweet. We have the earth and fire element, like, infusing their... Oh, by the way, I'm gonna say something right there. You saw a purple sword for like a split second, but then immediately it became the fire sword. It's like the earth sword didn't really stand much of a chance. The fire is better than earth, I guess. The powers of the earth and fire elements have infused your blade. We'll be going back here quite a fair bit to upgrade our sword multiple times, in fact. Let's see if I can't read that tablet for you. Fill your sword with power and walk over the glowing tile. Perhaps it refers to those flashing spots on the floor around you. Well, what are you waiting for? Try it, Konis. Alright, remember how I said that Minish Cap was part of the 4 Sword sub-series? Yeah, this is how. Whoa, you just split too, so this is the power of the white sword. I guess that you can double yourself like that anytime you see those panels. So yeah, this game does have 4 Swords influence in it. And 4 Swords and 4 Swords Adventure, the gimmick is that you sort of control 4 links to some extent or something. So obviously they can't let that go for this game, they really can't. There is a cloning mechanic in Minish Cap. It's done pretty dang well, but believe me, sometimes it gets absolutely annoying in puzzles. I'm looking at you, Temple of Droplets. There's one specific puzzle there who knows exactly what I'm referring to. Actually, no, there are a lot of cloning mechanics in this game that can get really irritating really fast. Anyway, let's head back to the Minister, see what they have to say. I don't want to lose out on the Kinstone Fusion Portal has, so hopefully I can find... Oh. Is Kinstone Fusion is just for rupees? Screw off, Portal. No way to the Elemental Sanctuary is in the castle courtyard. Oh, we don't see it in our ordinary walk. Incredible! Please gather the remaining 2 elements and repair the sacred sword. I'm counting on you, Konis. Don't forget that. Believe me, I can get rupees really easily in this game. Especially after a certain point in the game, you can like grind for rupees 9 infinitely, honestly. I can grind for it, I like decently well. I don't need to do a stupid Choco minigame. You hear me, Choco minigame? Screw off. So yeah. And now here we have North Hyrule Vale. Minish Cap is actually pretty unique in the sense. Normally 2D Zelda games don't have a lot of story. And I'm not gonna lie, this game doesn't really have much of a story either. But it has some story. Interesting. You're the last person I expected to find here. And just as I was wondering who could be behind this, I find my old master. Oh, and look who it is. We haven't seen him since the first episode. Rabbit guy. Vaati. And as always, you are dressed in the shabbiest of rags. My curses are not to be mocked. The one I cast on you is most powerful. No matter what power you yield, you will never break it. You haven't changed in the slightest. I should never have created that cap. It only fueled your insane desires. Fool. A hat that grants the wishes of its wearer is a spectacular creation. Are we going into Aladdin territory? Thanks to you, I have gone from a meek, minuscule nothing to the greatest sorcerer alive. You cannot stop me now, and I have you to thank for it. Accept this small gesture of gratitude from me. Wait, Vaati, wait! Yes, Vaati actually has a pretty decent story. Alright, now we have Moblins. These guys are pretty scary. Okay, so basically, Moblins, you can only attack them from the back, and if they charge at you, it deals a lot of damage. One heart of damage. You can, however, cheese them completely with the boomerang like this. So yeah, that's why I got the boomerang. It can get you out of sticky spots. That foul Vaati, what could he be scheming now? Konis, I feel like I owe you an explanation of what has happened. You see, Vaati and I are both Minish. Plot twist, this is probably one of the biggest plot twists of the game actually. I was once a famous sage and a renowned Minish craftsman. Vaati was only a boy when I took him on as my apprentice, but he became enchanted by the wickedness in the heart of men. One day, Vaati took a hat I made for the humans, my pride and joy. It granted the wishes of its wearer, he put it on without permission. Yeah, flashbacks. What game is complete without flashbacks? Honestly, the backstory of Minish Cap is actually really good in terms of Zelda. Zelda doesn't have a lot of backstory often. Vaati, what are you doing there? Yes, by the way, the Minish Cap, which is actually this... I won't call the red cap the Minish Cap because ironically the Minish Cap refers to Ezlo, but whatever. Oh, what a vile form you've taken. Maybe we can call it the Wishing Cap, I don't know. Vile? I'm a sorcerer now and my power is beyond compare. No longer will I tire away as your apprentice. Now, all shall call me master. Why, Vaati? What are you plotting? Yes, Ezlo's voice is pretty much... I pretty much got Ezlo's and Vaati's voice down now. Like episode 1 and 2, I was like, what should I voice them as? And I haven't done a villain voice in so long, honestly. This year, on the year that comes but once a century. Honestly, I'm gonna point this at game now. Why? Why once a century? This sort of stuff never goes down well. It's like once every 15 years, once per every full moon. It's like, what's so lucky that it's always gonna hit the moment the game starts? It's like, what if Link was born 9 years late? No hero. Oops, Vaati takes over the world. This year, on the day that comes but once a century, the portal opens. And when it does, I shall claim the light force as my own. I will be transformed. Perfect. And there will be none who can stop me. Vaati use Shadow Ball. Literally, Shadow Ball. Poor Ezlo. This is actually his backstory, by the way. He transformed into the beautiful, lovable, sarcastic hat with a question mark that we all know and love. I kinda hate him though. I don't per se hate him, it's just all in good fun. It's just that his sarcasm is so hilarious. Tell me, how does it feel, my sorceress curse? Do you see, Ezlo? I'm truly your master now, and you cannot stop me. And with that, I must be leaving. This is why people like Vaati so much. Technically, when people refer to Vaati, Vaati appeared in 3 games. Four Swords Adventure, and Minish Cap. When people refer to Vaati, they're normally referring to this one. This one actually has a really decent backstory and kinda tragic in a sense. You know the legends, of course, the gifts the Picori gave the humans. What you call the Picori Blade was the first of those gifts. The second, well, you call it Light Force, but it is a source of limitless magical power. That can't be good. If Vaati were to get it now, it would be devastating. I came to the world of men hoping to stop Vaati, and I found you in the woods. But it seems we won't be breaking the curse on me anytime soon. However, with the Sacred Blade, we can certainly restore Princess Zelda. I'm sorry, all that has happened has been due to my own pride, my folly. Alright, I do like this. Ezlo does get character development. He does admit defeat for once, which doesn't happen often. I must rely on you, on your power, until we put an end to Vaati. They'll do roughly the same thing with Midna and Twilight Princess as well, except they do it slightly better there because more cutscenes and stuff. Well, Countess, enough fairy tales. We must search for the next element. And sure enough, that is a very key story trigger. And the moment you hit that story trigger, you are actually able to access a part of Trilby Highlands that you couldn't before. Now, warning alert, the moment you access a certain part of Trilby Highlands that is actually the Westerly Woods. Rupee, no! I hate everything. That is this glowy portion. The moment you actually hit a certain part of the highland, you will open up a lot of locations, and that is why I will be side questing quite a fair bit. Did I say quite a fair bit? I meant a really fair bit. Yo. Did I say that the boomerang makes moblins pretty tanky? Yeah, you can only hit moblins from the back, and it gets... Wow, how did I get hit so many times? Basically... Whoa, okay. Don't be close range to moblins. The way to kill moblins, sorry for the epic fail, is actually basically to lure them aside then move away. Maybe my D-pad didn't suck so much. You got a Kinstone piece. When I was not actually hit by a single keys there. I'm actually stunned. Wait. Okay, never mind. I can backtrack to Hyrule Town later to see if that's the Kingstone piece I want. There is like a specific one that's important. Hello, I am Percy, Post Laureate of Hyrule, and you are Konis. Oh no, the pleasure is mine. Yeah, I suck at making any accent that is not native. I travel all over the realm, writing verse wherever I go. But here I am, returning after a long absence only to find a road blocked. It wouldn't feel like such a waste if only I haven't lost half of my kinstone. When misfortune rains down upon my head, it pours in torrents. I think I might have dropped it in the inn I stayed at last night. I saw no other cause other than to put these tragic events to verse. I see stars beyond the rainbow, but I cannot reach them. Though the little stone I lost is small or large was its place in my heart. That poem sucked. Yeah, there's a pretty big, kinstone thing that we can do with that guy. Wow, I'm actually running low on hearts. Yikes. And don't worry, I can actually refill it like really easily at the very corner. Once you head to the Western Woods, a cutscene will trigger. This cutscene will actually lock down Hyrule Castle and open up a lot of side quests, as well as the next location of the game. If you're not ready, or if you are a 100% try hard and you really want to get every Kingston out of the way, do not activate this cutscene. Was it me, or was there a strange feeling back in the castle? Probably, I would say it was you, Ezlo, but the game cut, and that's never a good thing. You know, Vaati could have done this straight away. Honestly, he could. He could teleport. Maybe he was waiting for, like, Porto to leave. I mean, Porto was always there the whole time. Who's there? What? Vaati? How did you get in here? Your guards are incompetent. Honestly, goes the same way for every Zelda game ever. So, yeah. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Oh, by the way, if you cannot predict what Vaati did, you're probably an idiot. No offense. It looks like you're all here. Very well. The King of Hyrule has words for you. You all know of the power the Picori gave to mankind, do you not? The golden light force of limitless magical power. I want it! It is somewhere here in Hyrule. Go now and bring me this power. Look at everyone. Waste no time. Go forth at once and bring me the light force. Fling anyone who refuses into the dungeon, him and his family too. I will tolerate no disobedience. Now, search high and low throughout the lands of Hyrule. Nah, maybe it was just a win. I hope nothing bad has happened. Anyway, we need to look out for the next element. The map says it should be around here somewhere. What you think, Ezlo? What you think? Gosh dang it! Rushing never works. Anyway, we can actually head back to South Hyrule Field now. And this is... let's see what this opened up. This was our Kinstone fusion with the king. Wow. Bunch of rupees. That kinda helped actually. Wasn't really the best, but it works. It works. It works. And in the end, that's all that matters. Anyway, there's something here that I never actually bothered to blow up. Well, I actually honestly thought I blew it up. Wow, I'm a failure. This right here is a fairy fountain, and the fairy fountain is actually... fairies aren't as useful in this game as many other Zelda games, as in, yo, heal me. But they only heal 4 hearts, as you've probably seen in the boss battle. Wait a minute, why am I doing this? I actually want to use this thing. Because, the thing is... the irony is, I actually want the bottle to be empty. So, now that all of this is set and done, we can do a lot of stuff in Hyrule Town now. A literal lot. Believe me when I say that. A lot of things are gonna open up for us. And it's gonna start with this guy. Yo, Beetle. Miss ya. Haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, a lot of plot important stuff happened this episode. If you expect plot important stuff to happen the next episode, you are wrong. If you enjoyed this episode of The Legend of Zelda, The Minish Cap, do feel free to hit that like button, comment down your thoughts, and share this video. And next time, we are going to do not plot important stuff, but a lot of fun stuff, because believe me, although it's not plot important, stuff's kind of fun.